4.5 years ago, this Buchanan football program was coming off one of its most trying seasons in its football history. With a 4-7 finish from a season that was vastly overshadowed by the health of legendary Bulldog coach Kevin Bryant, and an off-season that had many in attendance as Bulldog Nation put Coach Bryant to rest. Coming from a small town, the loss of such a beloved leader was a massive blow to the community. Coach Bryant was loved for not just being a great football coach, but for the person that he was and how he affected our children's upbringing. That spring, East Buchanan hired a high-energy, humble replacement as head coach in Dan Ritter. They brought in also up-and-coming coaches Kyle Knox, Colby Rapp, and grizzled veterans in Ron Musser and Adam Lewis. As the coaching staff started the process of shaping the 2020 season, they were met with a locker room of players ready to have the culture change as well. These players were not players that were part of a rebuild process as touted when these coaches were hired. These players, with a little bit of coaching, were on the verge of greatness. What I have witnessed since then is one of the most remarkable runs I personally have ever seen. Attention to detail, winning culture, refusal to lose. Life is too short to not give your all. Play to the last whistle. Support your community just as they support you. These are just a few of the attributes that have been taught by the coaching staff to these hungry young players that have not only bought into that philosophy, but are handing that mentality down class to class. The last 3 years has seen the Bulldogs go on a 39-2 run, and as 2023 heads into the state playoffs, they are currently 11-0. 2 state championships and chasing a third. Laundry list of all conference, all district, all state players that also include Missouri offensive and defensive players of the year, as well as coach of the year honors. These kind of results are not just due to coaching staff or players, but it's the perfect storm of philosophy meets work ethic and talent, backed by a community that believes in its students to achieve whatever they set their minds on. The Bulldogs are chasing history, not just for their school, but for the state of Missouri. I have watched the last 2 senior classes walk out of their last high school game on their terms, with no more games to play, no regrets, nothing left to prove. I wish the same for this senior class and future classes to come. As we head into the state playoffs, remember this: work hard, play to the last whistle, always have each other's back, and most important, have fun and enjoy the ride. Class of 2024. Leave your legacy.